Tonight on WCNC Charlotte at 11, a push and pull for power in North Carolina. The state legislature has enacted several laws impacting elections and powers of the governor. Thanks for joining us for the news at 11. I'm Vanessa Rufus.
And I'm Colin Mayfield. Governor Roy Cooper vetoed 5 bills, but the Republican majority overrode them. Now Cooper's suing over one of the laws that takes away some of his duties. WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kaufman takes a closer look at this power struggle.
Attempts to take away the North Carolina governor's powers are nothing new, but one expert predicts the results this time around could be different.
North Carolina's always had one of the weakest governors out of all the 50 state governors, but we have seen over the past decade increasing efforts to pull power away from the governor.
UNC Charlotte professor Eric Heberlig says the General Assembly has been more aggressive in trying to take away governor powers since achieving a veto-proof Republican supermajority earlier this year. The latest effort, a new law that takes the governor's power to appoint the State Board of Elections and gives it to the state legislature. The board will be a 4-4 split of Democrats and Republicans. The NC GOP chairman applauds this, saying, quote, North Carolina has reason to celebrate these common sense reforms, which will make the NC Board of Elections a nonpartisan entity and add important election integrity safeguards. But Heberlig warns the split will likely lead to gridlock.
The national office in Washington that does federal elections has been evenly divided like that since its inception. And what we found there is it makes the Federal Election Commission totally ineffective because, as you know, Democrats and Republicans disagree on a lot of things, particularly regarding how elections are run.
Another new law takes away the number of people the governor can appoint to several state boards and commissions, in many instances giving that power to the legislature. Governor Roy Cooper is suing over this, calling it, quote, a blatantly unconstitutional legislative power grab.
In previous instances where the General Assembly has tried to do this, the North Carolina courts have largely backed the governor and struck down the General Assembly's efforts to take power for themselves. What's different now is that we have a majority on the courts, particularly the North Carolina Supreme Court, that are Republican.
Governor Cooper has requested judges to temporarily block the law from taking effect while it's being questioned in court. We'll let you know when that hearing is scheduled. Guys?
I want to thank to Julia for that report. Now, as we mentioned, several of these new laws may have a big impact on the 2024 election. One of the laws changes when mail-in ballots can be accepted, eliminating North Carolina's 3-day grace period.
The provisions saying that mail-in ballots have to arrive on Election Day to be counted, rather than allowing them a 3-day grace period, basically means that voters have to mail in their absentee ballots multiple days prior to the election to make sure it arrives by Election Day.
This law is already being challenged in federal court by several voting rights groups already.